what I've done today, I've still got my it's going on over there. I've got some fossils that I'm going to do another video on at some point in time. I don't know if you're even going to see this. Just whilst we're on it, have a look at this. This is a beautiful fossil. The reason I'm going to do one on fossils because this is sandstone. I've preserved it. This is also sandstone. There's another fossil, tracheophyte, sitting in there. That's just another word for plant. And there's another. This is a mudstone more than a sandstone. But basically, I saw a geologist on YouTube say that you can't ever get a fossil out of sandstone, and sandstone. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, that's he's quite a good geologist in most other respects. It's just there must be something I'm missing. Doesn't matter. We're going to move on to another topic, and I'm hoping to get this done quickly because I've got to pick up my child soon from school. And so what I thought I'd do is I'd quickly do the same kind of thing, a time-lapse video. This time around I'm going to use this piece of equipment here. And I was going to quickly just show you something whilst we were on the topic of making things. I'm just going to flip this around so that I can actually see what I'm doing, so I'm not boring you with random rubbish. And I'll go get myself a pair of pliers or something. Doesn't matter. Right. Check this out. I've got the world's worst pliers. Oh dear. Vice grips will have to do. Vice grips. Okay. So what I was going to talk to you about was the fact that we've got this screen here, and I told you that I made it from a computer monitor. So this is the interior of a computer monitor, right? So basically that is the light array. So all you need to do here, and you can literally find these on the ground, people just chuck them away. So there's so many useful components in them. My girlfriend doesn't think the same. Why you got so many computer monitors? You're a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder, I'm just a collector. It's alright. We're negotiating this. It's actually good to have somebody to moderate your craziness. Anyway, so you just get this in. Look, technically this light still works, and I was trying to be a bit ginger with it, but seeing I've even got the wrong pair of pliers, I'm not even going to bother. So you just kind of just reef it off, really. Just trying not to break the screen in the middle. It's a plastic compound, but it is really brittle. And usually these things are kind of stuck on with a kind of an epoxy. There we go. So voila, that's the back of your garden variety monitor. It's just a piece of metal. And here, just with these tiny little, very impractical screws, that's how the light array is actually attached. And it's just easy to break them off. So, anyway, if you get these, let me have a look. That's not going to work. I think no, that's going to work. They're like little fluorescent tubes in there. Little fluorescent tubes. So if you can actually connect these to the correct power supply, they'll work. So you've got yourself a nice little undercover light or whatever. But that's hardly the point. But so we've got the screen off. Here's the big durable screeny bit that actually screens you. This is the BBC. This is the BBC. Yeah, anyway. This is the screen bit, and I use these for so many things because they're nice, solid chunk of perspex. Expensive, and they just chuck it out. And then, of course, there's this. You probably recognise this. This is the plastic sheet that I use all the time. Let me show you something. Flip around. Yoink. Okay, so I have done this before. I've taken all the sheeting out of it, but just so that you know, so this is mostly junk. You could probably use it for something. Just put that away there for the time being, where my girlfriend can't see it. And then have a look at this. Get this out for you. Gold, 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 gold. And there's gold in there, there's gold everywhere. So basically, this is a expert level extraction to get that gold. So don't necessarily, you know, just jump out and start dismantling TVs. But it is there. And just be aware it's a gold sticker, so it looks really, really good. You can see all that gold there, but there's, if you're lucky, half a gram. This is about 50 bucks worth still, but you then have to extract all of it. So quite a job, but it's there. Anyway, so I thought you'd be interested. That's the LCD screen that you usually have, and that's really delicate. You can see it's cracked. I think I cracked that. I was trying to replace a... No, it doesn't matter. So at any rate, that's a bit of anatomy for you. So what are we going to do here? So what I think we'll do is we will get the metho out, as we did last time, and we will literally make a video on how to extract stuff from wires. So copper, that's the word I was looking for. What's the colour of a 2-cent coin? Copper, copper. That only works in Australia. So flip it around so you can see me. There we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go quickly grab a wire, and then I'm going to show you all the other little bits and bobs that I'm going to have around for this. Oh, the cover's come off this. Means it's going to have to go here. Right. I wonder where the cover went. Can't see it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, however, is I've got my phone here. I've got some space on it. I've got this array here. So basically, if you recognize the components, this is just parts of a packing case, some screws which I just found lying around, and this is the top of a printer scanner array. So it's got a nice sheet of glass there, and so you can literally just get your device, your phone, and you can just plonk it on top there, and now you've got yourself, you know, you can move it anywhere you like. So you've got yourself a nice little viewing platform under there, and of course I've got my stuff here, so I can just put that under there like so, and then you've now got yourself essentially a light box. So that's the kind of thing we're going for at the moment. So it's a bit bright out here. Hopefully this is not going to ruin the time lapse. I'm in a real screaming hurry. So what I'll do is I'll just flip it around so you can see my lovely face, and I'm going to go get some wires. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, Chief. Okay, so that took what I expected. This got stuck onto it and a whole heap of other things. Right, but while I was there, I had a look. Got this thing. So these are the things that we're going to need for this little experiment. Now the whole idea is essentially electrolysis, but with a difference. So I'm just untangling wires. Did you know that there is a physicist who actually devoted time to making an equation for the tangling of wires? That takes devotion or something to do. Anywho, this is, oh, it's an old phone charger cable from the looks of things. That's good. Now I'm not going to be cannibalizing this. And it's so bright out here, you can see probably sweat starting to stream down my face. It's so bright out here I can barely see anything that's written on the screen, so let me just try and let's see if we can open up the, no, not mute the microphone. Let's go back a bit, and come, let's go back a bit. So I'm sure there's a, no, cancel that. No, I'm not muting the microphone. I am just trying to get the words to happen. Oh well, I can barely see what it is. I'll have to probably do it on the other phone. Anywho, let's just get this all detangled. We don't need the light. I reckon that light will be cool on my desk at some stage. That'll be another project. Right, so I've got this. So the general idea is if anybody's ever done electrolysis, the hardest part of electrolysis is figuring out which is the metal get bit and which bit is the metal lose bit. And so I think that we can solve that dilemma simply by watching it. Who cares what an anion and a cation and an anode and a cathode is? A lot of the time, chemistry is not really all that hard. It's just taught by, how do we say this, hard people. There's a lot of easy stuff that goes on. Basically what happens in electrolysis is apply electric current to metal and it'll go off one wire and onto another, and that's about it. Yep, we can calculate how much metal goes off and what current and voltage and amperage you need, but like what I've discovered is you just look at this transformer here, for example. This one is a 12 volt 1.5 amp transformer. If that doesn't work, you get a higher one. If that doesn't work, you get a lower one. Not that difficult. So I'm going to go get 2 bottles. Yeah, now because I'm doing a little bit of extra effort, I thought I'd do something quite useless. And that is to show people how to make a bridge. Now, the fact of the matter is, when you're doing electrolysis, the electrons don't care whether they're in one container or two. They just don't. So, so they're really not going to worry about whether you've made a 2-cell arrangement with a salt bridge or a 1-cell arrangement with just, you know, stuff going into things from other things. So what I thought though is, because it's going to be in a kind of a time-lapse format, watching me cutting things out and stuffing things into things is probably a good idea. So what I've done here, just to give you an example, basically this is a piece of electrical insulator. So you put cables in the middle of that. That's right, because I've actually done this before. I've sucked out the copper from a wire. So that was just spare lying around, and so what I did was I just stuffed some printer material inside a printer. They've actually got sponges so that you don't have to spill ink everywhere when you're printing. So got some of that material, which looks like this. And this is getting to play school craft level. All you have to do, and I'll do this on the live stream, is like snip, 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 make a long piece, and then feed it through the tube. and then all you have to do is then put some kind of salty water in it, and you've got yourself an iron bridge. So you don't need one, but I'm thinking I've already got myself a clickbaity title: "Make money out of junk." Um, we've got to go for maximum confusion, I suppose. Um, it should look good, hopefully. I've got not a lot of time to do this, so because I mentioned I'm going to do a 2-cell arrangement, I've got 2 bottles here. I'm still not quite sure how I'm going to do this, but we'll work something out. And I've got our wire here. We may as well cut the ends off now whilst we're here. We could use scissors, but I think I've got some wire clips here. Right, here we go. Did I mention I've got blunt wire cutters? They're actually tin snips. I've noticed that every time I make a video, I will always name the tools something that they're not. So I think that it's good to look what I'm doing, because I think I've got some pretty interesting solutions to various problems, but don't ask me what it's called. Now, the cool thing about this, which is something that I wanted to actually, you can't do this in a time lapse, but if I show you the edge of this, what I've discovered is that there are actually grades of copper wire that go into things. Now, this is designed for high current, and so it wants a lot of transmissibility. So in order to make that high grade of copper wire, they actually infuse silver into it. Not a lot of silver, but a little bit. Now, the cool thing about that is, though, that when we mix this whole arrangement up, it's going to take the copper and it's going to leave the silver. I don't think we're going to have enough time to see that, but if there is silver in this, which I'm pretty certain there is, it'll just simply extract all the copper and leave pure silver, which is worth, what is it, $2 a gram at the moment. So that's what I mean. I'm not actually lying when I'm saying you can make money doing this, because if you devote enough time and effort into it, you can. So, but I don't think we need that much of a we don't need that much fanfare to do this. But what I'm doing is I'm preparing the material so it's easier to do when you're doing the time-lapsey thing. So what I might do is I might go when we're doing the time-lapse. So I've got the 2 ends exposed. Now I'm thinking, I don't think I need to do anything else. I may have to get one of the cables out and strip it. That might be useful. I can do that on the time-lapse. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is I can either make this a closed system or just poke it all in the entrance of the bottle. Now I know that a bit of hydrochloric acid works really well, but I'm pretty certain you can also do this whole thing with just a salt solution. So we'll see how it goes. There's still some cordial sitting in this bottle. I don't think that matters. I think from memory, glucose actually precipitates silver from solution. So if you have the high sugar one, the one which is going to be collecting the silver, then that might actually help. But that is extremely dodgy chemistry, so I wouldn't necessarily trust that. As a matter of fact, all of this is pretty dodgy. It may work, it may not work. The cool thing about this time lapse is that we won't have the time to find out if it does work or not. Basically, making a trashy video, and you're going to be making it with me. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the chat. The other problem is that we've got sun here, and that might actually overheat the phone. If that happens, I'll just go get the kids and give up. Okay, so go to me, and then there is the new channel, and there is the, close that. Come on, oh, there we go. Oh, that's a great view. Sorry, guys. Ah, dear. So I'll just go and turn that off so that you've got. Look. Now I'm going to the live thing. That's right. Now, where's the chatty chat? So if we go up, whoop, yeah, I want to play. play, and then there should be a view button. I think they've changed things, have they? They've changed a little bit, so I'm not quite familiar with what's going on. Sorry about this. That's a bit annoying. Oh, hello, Daphne. You want to go that way? Yeah, so this is going well. 2:24. Gotta hurry this up. Thanks, Daph. You don't want to see what just happened. Do you know what she did on a live stream?
Have you taken the live?
Not yet. Here you go. Oh dear. Okay, so dear. Let's just get this happening, hey? We've got to hurry this up. Don't know what happened to the... It was standing up better before. Okay, so let's turn this around. So there's our there's the focus of all of our attention, so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now I've got to hurry this up, get the live stream going, and I think basically what I will be doing is I will be using the... Hello, Daphne. Prepare you guys. Are we going to have a code brown? It's unbelievable, isn't it? Alright, alright, I've got to hurry. Never work with children, animals, or anything really. I think what I've got to do is I've got to hurry this up now, so I'll avoid doing all of this stuff because we just don't have the time. What are you doing, Dan? She doesn't have any clue what's going on. I'm going to strip this wire quickly because I need to. You know, you think I'll just get one quick live stream out of the way and then it all falls apart. Is she in shot? She is. Well, if this video bombs, at least you've got a dog. It'd be better if it was a cat, wouldn't it? So basically I'm just stripping the wire. So I've got to get one out. Yoink. That'll do. By the way, this is the material I made the ion bridge with. Just so that you know, this comes from an appliance. I don't know what appliance it was, but if you have a look, I'll just move over to here. Those are silver contacts, just there. Silver. So I might pop that in at some point. Anywho, let's just get this done. Now, stripping wires is sometimes considered to be quite the art. Not really. Pair of scissors, there, done. And you want to get it a little bit... Well, as a matter of fact, what we'll do is we won't strip the wire. We'll just we'll strip the wire. That'll make life a bit easier. And I'll say, here's the blue version. Strip it, get your other one. But you can literally just poke the ends in. As a matter of fact, I might just poke the ends in. Sorry about the indecision. I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. Just when you're a bit panicked, you're going, what am I going to do? Right, here goes. So I've got this. Now, where's our transformer? So all we need to do really is have two containers. We have a wire going into this one. I'll show you kind of how it works. Wire going in here. Alright, and that'll go to the transformer. And realistically, we don't need to worry about which one is the cathode and which one is the anode. So, you know, I'll just strip one of these wires on the thing and wrap it around, put it in, and then I'll get the other wire and we'll do the same thing. So what I'll do is I'll actually leave this unstripped so we can do that on the live stream, on the hyperlapse. The next thing I'm going to do is just for funsies, I do have an ion bridge, so I'll use it. I'll just poke holes in it, poke the ion bridge in, fill it up, and then we've got ourselves a 2-cell arrangement. So, alright, let's see this going down. Where's my phone? Oh my goodness. Where'd I put it? I must put it. There it is. Alright, so getting out of this live streaming arrangement. So got hyperlapse already set up. So perhaps all I need to do is zoom back out. To there. So I'm just getting the. Let's try that. Doesn't need to be perfect. Not that long shot. Since when has anything I've done been perfect anyway? Alternately, I'll just flip this over and just write something. I think I'll write it whilst we're doing it. And the lighting is a little bit inconsistent. I'll try and get it so that so if I take back that way, right? Okay, cool. So just a little bit of a quick modifier. This. That's better. Right. So here we go. Ends. So let's go. Into there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw 4 dots so I know where the edge of the screen is. There. There. Right? No, it's there. Right. Now the bottom end of the screen is there. And the screen is out there. So I can do anything within that field and it'll work. Alright, so let's go. There we go. Now I'll draw some flies. Right, now I'll go grab some litho. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to spice up the way it's done. So I'll put the like thing here. I never remember how to draw this thumb thing. Where's the bell? There we go. Let's go bell thingy. So go dry yourself. And then we'll do subscribe. That'll probably look really weird when we're doing it. Okay, so I might actually be a bit more irritating this time around. Some kind of do it or something. Yeah, just do it. So let's see what I can do here. Method. All right. So I'll just leave that colour just floating around at the bottom, I think. And I'll just write, get a wire. That'll probably have its own set of funky effects. So then I'll just go bang. Put the scissors on. And then strip the wire. I was hoping that I'd be able to make this more interactive, but the sunlight's just too bright. I am so sorry about that. So what I'm doing now is just giving a general idea of how I'm stripping the wire with a pair of scissors. Okay, I wonder how long I'll need to leave this. I'm having trouble even viewing the hyperlapse. It doesn't matter. Hopefully it's not overheating, that's all. I'm going to say get a transformer. Get an old transformer, and then I'll be, ha ha ha, what a joke here, not the toy. Ha ha ha, how funny am I? Okay. Running out of writing material. No. Thank you, here. Strip the ends. Certainly hoping the phone's not overheating. There is a danger that it will. Still going. Strip the ends. So I'll leave that for a second or two, and then whilst doing that, I might get a bottle, maybe in red. Right. Yoink. Grab the scissors. Hope this takes less than half an hour. If not, I'll have to try it again. I just needed to get this done before the Americans had to go to bed. That's why I'm so... I could do not that kind of stripping your perv or something like that, but like really don't have time for that kind of malarkey. That'll do. All I'm really going to do is I'm just going to attach this to the other wires, so just need to demonstrate that I'm doing that. Probably just move the camera angle too. We'll see how that goes. If it's gummy, what I'll do is I'll just redo it. I've got a dozen transformers and I've got a few wires, I've got a couple of bottles, so surely I'll do this again. Too much of a hassle. And when you're not under the time lapse or under the live stream umbrella, it makes it a lot easier to do. ends are stripped. Now, I wrote get to on the bottle, and you know what I'm going to write here? Bottles. Oh boy, getting hot out here. So I've got that. I'm just going to drill holes.
Olivia, school?
I know. Then we're running out of time. What I'll do is I'll finish this hyperlapse later. I've got to go get the kids, so I'm going to have to end the stream. Many apologies, guys. I knew it was going to be a quick one anyway. So quickly turn things around. Huh. Okay. Okay, the hyperlapse failed anyway. That was a lot of fun. It wasn't. So turn around, say hello to Loki. Hello, Loki. Right. Hello, Max. Do you want to scratch, or are you being a bit nasty? Scratch. There you go. All right. You saw what was going on. Hopefully I'll be able to stitch two videos together and make it into something that looks good. I've got to go and get get a child from school now. So that puts the kibosh on things. But at least you got to see the cockatoos. At least you got to see the making of a live stream, sort of. Okay. Times are wasting. See you around, little pony. Yeah. All right. Okay. Maybe I'll be able to sort something out later. So have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever it is. Dr. Phil out.